Hello everyone, welcome to Improv and the Great Unknown. I'm your host, Jayant Chopra, and today we're going to talk to a ProjequaTM TM received from Karen. A ProjequaTM is simply a holographic message received from someone who's from the future. You can either talk to it or listen to it or do both at the same time. So without any further ado, let's begin.
Hi, Jan. I'm Karen here from the future. The year is 2080, and I'm here in this just amazing future. It's so beautiful here. Everything is just great. I'm actually like over 100 years old now, but you wouldn't be able to tell because I've had all my skin redone by stem cell technology. It's pretty amazing right now. So all my organs regrown as well. So I don't feel a day over 53. Here in 2080, improv it really just rules our lives here, basically. Everything is improv. And it made the world such a better place. So things were, back in your time, Jan, things were a little chaotic in the world. There were really difficult things happening, but we learned that we can solve all our problems with the magic of improv and improv comedy. People in power, after finally experiencing improv and playing some improv games, realized that they'd rather have laughs instead of power. They wanted to be funny and to just have the experience of laughing. It's pretty amazing. It's not like we don't have any conflicts. We do still have conflicts here in the year 2080, but everyone goes by the principles of yes and everyone has become very good listeners because of improv. And so we solve our problems by just usually warming up with some mind meld to get everybody feeling good and feeling, on the same page as everyone else. And then we tend to role play some of our issues. And it works in all levels. It works when we're dealing with a boss. It works when we're dealing with our coworkers, our colleagues. It works in the government. The government is great now because they all use improv. You can often now see on, we don't really have TV anymore. I mean, everything is just kind of, hologrammed actually into our living areas. But when we're watching something like, I think you had something called maybe C-SPAN back then, when we're watching the government debates and such on and the like Senate and things like that. When we're watching those in our living areas, we can just see them laughing and laughing and laughing. They're having such a great time. They just all get along so well, and that's because of the beauty and the power of improv. It's just been amazing. So yeah.
I am amazed that if senators are laughing at some point and it's because of the power of improv in 2080. I do have another question. If improv is such a thing, it's bringing out so much positive outcome, how is musical improv doing there? Can AI also produce music? Because like AI here is like right now in like a fire mode. AI is doing everything for everyone, coding, producing art, producing graphics, and producing music as well. But it's very like, I cannot use the word here, but it's very bad. So I just want to know that how is AI doing this there, and are you AI or are you a human being? How do we perceive you?
Ah, yes, I could totally see how you might think I was AI, but I'm not. I'm real. I'm human. I've just got stem cell technology that made me look the way I do in perpetuity, really, and feel so good with all my organs grown back. So I'm not AI, and musical improv is still a thing, and composing music. But I'm going to address the AI component of composing music first. So, can AI compose music? That's really not actually a question we ask anymore, because we've realized that AI has a very amazing role here, but AI really just runs things. Like, so, if we need, if we need plates made, AI will make the plates. We use AI. We also actually pay AI. We pay them in Bitcoin. Of course, we still have Bitcoin. And so we pay AI. We're very fair to our workers, but they really don't do things as we just decided as humans that we wanted to do all the more creative endeavors. And so AI are not, they're not actors, they're not musicians. You might have an AI though inside of your keyboard so that you can make really cool sounds, absolutely. But AI really doesn't do creative stuff in this day and age. We just leave that all to humans and other animals, I mean, ants are very creative, and dolphins, super creative, as are octopuses, let's say. Let's decide that's how you say that word. I think it is. And so AI, if it were to compose music here in my time, it would just sound like beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep. That's all. But we still do lots of musical improv here. In fact, just yesterday I was in the Canadian Parliament buildings, and I was playing on a beautiful grand piano that they have in their like hallways. I was playing in Canadian Parliament, playing a beautiful grand piano, and all around me were like the Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, everyone was just singing. There were about 100 people just singing and improvising song, and I forget what we were, of course, we were singing about the snow. That's what we do here. We sang about the snow. Great tunes. We didn't record it though, because improv can sometimes be best just as something that was in the moment and will never happen again. And we had a great time doing it.
I never thought that improv could enter politics, but here we are, politicians also doing improv, and that too musical. It's freaking amazing. I had one more question. Like, sorry if you like the time distance and everything, and I don't know if how that will work, but I just want to ask you this, that if they have to pass a bill, I know now they are very serious and very idiotic manners to pass it, but how would they pass it there? How would they sing, or do they, like, if people don't like it, they just say new choice to it? How does it happen there?
That's such a great question, Dan. What they do here when they want to pass a bill is they just they improvise scenarios to kind of figure out what things would be like if that bill were passed, if it were not passed, if it were passed as a change, as a little bit of a different, if there were some edits to it, how would it look? And so we do sort of like premise prov. And so we run those scenarios. Sometimes people are, and I mean, I'm one of the lucky ones who gets to do this kind of thing, is sometimes we're running premises for like a year. We're just improvising. What would the world look like if this bill were passed, And then we check in with each other at the end of a period of time to see which one seemed to work best. And then we make that happen.
And thank you for answering that. It's we could learn a lot from 2080 then, because here everything is like burning. So I'm glad that things are working out in future. So I want to thank you for coming here, and I just want to know that if here we have an awesome Karen who produces musical improv, and she is like great. She's a great musical director here. I want to know how and I know that she in future as well. There is a Karen there, Karen there. I hope that the last name I'm pronouncing it right. But how is Karen Dera there? I'm pretty sure that she is. I'm pretty sure that she is in. She is also in, along with you and like there with you. I don't know how is it there. Like, are you Karen or there's another Karen there?
I am the Karen Dara from 2026. I, from the beauty and magic of stem cell technology, was able to regrow all the parts I needed to keep me alive and going. I mean, I just decided that I didn't feel like dying yet, so I decided to stay alive, and I am still running musical improv jams all the time. Sometimes I'm, role-playing scenarios, doing the premise prov for the bills, but even when I'm doing that, I can still fit in a jam here and there. So I'm still running musical jams, and I like to do them actually still online. I mean, we don't really call it online the same way, but I'm able to host real-time musical improv jams with people all over the world by the holographic technology, which brings people right into my living space or around the grand piano at Canadian Parliament. I mean, it's pretty brilliant. So I'm still loving doing musical improv here in 2080, just as I did in 2026.